I wake up in jail and I didn't know what happened. I was like 15 at this time, and that was like the first time I realized, like, I might have a problem.
I would go into these offices, these doctors, and they were, crooked doctors, and there'd be 100 people waiting, and they looked like junkies. And I remember being in there going, I'm not like these people.
I was afraid to drink, I was afraid not to drink. I didn't know how to live without drinking. I couldn't even imagine going through a day without being able to drink.
It is by the grace of God that I am alive today, because I should be dead. Falling down drunk, finding myself laying on the foyer with broken glasses, broken bottles. Alcohol brought me to the point of wanting to kill myself. I've never wanted to kill myself, ever. But at the end of drinking, I did.
I didn't want to die, but I didn't care if I did. It was kind of, that's where I was. I was miserable. I was purging, starving myself, and doing drugs.
I turned to food the same way that a drug addict turns to drugs or an alcoholic turns to alcohol. Food was my drug. It was my way of coping with pain, with humiliation, with fear, with all of that.
I'd start drinking, I'd go out and start drinking, couldn't stop. Never could figure out why. And I can remember time after time saying I'm just gonna have one or two. And then it would be sometimes 1 or 2 days later I'd come home.
On the night I buried my father, I went out that night and I got smashed, blotto. Couldn't even find my way home. And I stayed like that for about 2 or 3 days. And I just knew I couldn't do this.
I came into Turning Point so desperate, just so desperate for help. I was willing to do just about anything. I told my therapist, first time I met with her, I said, I'll do anything you tell me. Just, help me.
When I didn't think there was any hope, and I didn't think that I had any future, the people at Turning Point gave me hope and let me know that there was a future.
I always felt out of place, this giant guy in a world that's with normal people. So I felt like I didn't belong. And Turning Point was a place where I could feel that sense of belonging.
When I got to Turning Point, I never felt safe really anywhere until my time at Turning Point. Safe enough to trust another human being with what I thought was my deepest, darkest secrets.
Everything they do there and everything that they do for people, it's just amazing, And I'm very, very grateful that I was able to go through Turning Point and get the help that I received.
I think that everything happens for a reason, and I think that I ended up at Turning Point. I mean, this was just, I was meant to be here. I was meant to be successful here.
Turning Point gave me hope. Turning Point gave me the life that I never in a million years thought I could have. Do I have all the things I want today? No. Do I have all the things I need? Oh, absolutely, I do. And it's all because there were people here at Turning Point that showed me the way.
I was talking to a guy the other day and I said, since I've left Turning Point, I haven't had a bad day. That's the truth. I've had rough days and I've had difficult days, but I haven't had a bad day. A bad day where I'd be out drinking and drugging again.
Yeah, today life's good, just doing the right thing a day at a time and not picking up no matter what. My life's not exactly where I'd want it to be, but it's a whole heck of a lot better than where it was.
Turning Point basically saved my life, because if I didn't come here, if I didn't come to Turning Point, I don't believe I would have a family or anything today.
It's all a matter of picking up the phone, because that's the only thing you really have to do. Because from that point on, You have a built-in support network, and you have people that will help take care of you and teach you how to take care of yourself.
What happened was I came here and things changed. And it's available to anybody that's willing to give the people here a chance.
Just take that step. Just take that step to the phone. I know it's like 1,000 pounds, that phone, to pick up and ask for help. But there is help at the other end. There is help. No one ever has to live the way that we lived. Nobody ever has to be in that kind of pain for any longer, because there are people at the other end of that phone that are there to help.